All right, hey guys. We are officially live now. Sorry for making you all wait. I'm kind of technology troubled, so I couldn't really figure out how to get the other person in. But joining us today, we have Higworld 2.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to be here. I've been a fan of Hyper Mario World for quite a bit of time, and I'm just really excited to be on a stream with them. So thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So for those of you that don't know, I guess a little over a week ago, we mentioned in a video if you made an iceberg of our channel, we would put you in a live stream. Don't know. And so Higworld, he made one for us, and a couple of you also did. And for the other 3 people that made one, we will get you in a live stream. We just couldn't do it this time because, as you can see, it was hard enough to try to get one person in. I can't imagine 3 others.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll get you guys in later. But for today, we have Higworld with us, and we're going to go over his iceberg he made of our channel a little bit. So, Higworld, do you want to sort of, I guess, bring up some of the main things you put in your iceberg and sort of explain your thought process behind them, I guess?
Sure. I don't know. It was I did it kind of fast. So I was trying. I didn't know too many things to put in it. Some of them were kind of dumb. But I think it was okay. There are some deeper things that are just general, like a face reveal that most plush tubers people want to see of, but then there's some other things that I tried to think about after watching the channel for a little while, like some of the origins of the characters, like how Mario and Luigi met Blastoise and that. And then there are just some other references that were mostly just like one video or something. Um, but yeah, I don't know if there's one that really sticks out too much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Well, yeah, I have it right here. It's pretty. Yours is pretty in depth, so I don't want to go over the whole thing because we're gonna make a video on it. But I guess,
Yeah.
we could start by. I guess I'll do one from each part of the iceberg. So for the top one, I guess I'll talk about the presidential campaign. So first off, what were you kind of wanting to know about it? Were you kind of implying that it's Eggman versus Bowser, or?
I don't. I guess that one's not too in depth, so that's why I put it on top. But I guess what I was most trying to get out of it was like, what was the thought process behind doing this? Like, I really like it. Eggman is hilarious during this. But I was kind of wondering if this is going to continue to develop in throughout Hyper Mario World, or if it's just like every once in a while kind of thing.
So yeah, it definitely is. It's a presidential campaign with Eggman and Bowser going on. Yeah, we're gonna make an entire video about it where it's like voting day, and we have a really funny idea for how to end the campaign. We're gonna have, I won't spoil it, but it'll be Blastoise and Cookie Monster end up completely rigging the entire election for the whole country. But yeah, so we're gonna have probably just a couple cameos, I guess, of occasional ads on TV and stuff until the day where we make the actual election video. And then to answer kind of our inspiration, well, for starters, Bowser, he's kind of inspired by sort of like a dictator. Like he's kind of inspired off of, I want to say, almost like a Stalin type, like Kim Jong-un, I guess, like just ridiculous rules for the country, like you're not allowed to drink Pepsi and just stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. And then Eggman, he's kind of the opposite. He's kind of inspired by just a guy that has no clue what's going on. Like he half the time he doesn't even know what country he's in and he's just completely lost. So, yeah, that's kind of our inspiration for both of those characters. Yeah. So I guess now we'll go to the next level down. I guess we'll talk about the sequels. What did you mean by sequels?
Well, I mean, in some plush tuber videos I've seen in the past, they would take, like, if they've been going on for a while, they take some videos like from the past, and then they make like a part two that's not meant to be like some kind of series. They just make a part two, like Super Mario Logan used to do that a lot. So
Yeah, we do like making those videos. I think if I'm not wrong, Mothman is the only one we've actually done a part two. I think I might be wrong. That'd be kind of embarrassing if I'm wrong on my own channel. But yeah, we do like doing that. And if we think that the story is long enough to make it two parts, then we will. We're thinking about probably in March, since a lot of the fans wanted it. We're probably gonna make a part two to the Among Us video. So I guess that'll be a sequel, except it won't really be related to the first one. We're gonna make it a lot different, but yeah, we like making those sequels, and they can be cool, for sure. So I guess we'll go then to the next area of the iceberg, and what about I guess we'll go on to what do you mean by trends? Well, I guess I'll pick trends.
That's not too much of a category. But I was in doing this, I was using a few other, YouTube iceberg charts as like a reference, so that I knew some of the stuff to put. And I trends popped up quite a bit, and the way I interpret it is, one off the top of my head is like Among Us. Like, when you posted that video, that was when Among Us was like really popular, and you're just kind of like every plush channel was making Among Us videos, and there's certain stuff that just kind of like comes up, and then it's like, while this is around, they just kind of make videos on it. They weren't planning on it for too long, but it just happened. I don't know. That's not too big a category overall, but I was kind of curious.
Yeah, I guess Among Us is kind of, I'd say, pretty much the only trend type video we've done. We don't really love to do a ton of trend videos. If we think the trend is cool enough and we have an idea to do our own spin on it, then we definitely will. That's why with the Among Us, we made it a bit different from other people's Among Us.
Yeah, yours was pretty creative. I liked it.
Yeah, that's what we always like to do. That if we're gonna go on a trend, we like to make it our own original idea. So yeah, we might do, depending, we'll see what starts trending in the future, and maybe we'll make a couple more trendy videos.
I mean, we could consider Among Us being a trend, but Mario's TikTok.
Yeah, I guess Mario's TikTok was kind of a trend. Although we did make that video before SML made Jeffy's TikTok, but yeah, so I guess not a ton to talk about with the trends. So I guess we'll go down to the next section, and you had HMW movie. That's a really cool one to talk about. So I guess what was your kind of reasoning for putting that, I guess?
So I think it was a past live stream you guys did where you brought up something about a possible Hyper Mario World movie. And I know if you did have one planned now, I know you wouldn't really talk about it too much now because you don't want to give like too much away, and you probably don't have much planned. But I don't know. What I was kind of wondering is what are some possible ways like you can make a long video or you could just make like the Hyper Mario World movie. So if you were going to do that, I guess I was just wondering how you might kind of go about that.
Yeah, so we do actually have plans to make a movie or two. The first one, which I guess I can talk about a bit, is a movie called Chicken Wings. It's basically, we had an idea about, it's kind of a ridiculous plot. It's about how Cookie Monster and Kermit really want chicken wings, but then
Blastoise?
yeah, Blastoise and Cookie Monster story, and Kermit doesn't want to get them it, so they go on this ridiculous journey to try to find chicken wings, and they end up at a party and they steal these guys' chicken wings and just all this crazy stuff. So we were originally going to make it just a video, but then we thought there was enough substance to almost make it a whole movie. But obviously that won't be like the actual Hyper Mario World movie. For that, we have a really good plot that involves, I guess I'll say it involves McDonald's, and it involves like, I guess you could describe them as like a terrorist group or something. It's quite original and it'll be funny for sure, but the earliest you could expect a movie, I would say, would be maybe like August at the earliest, but we might not make a movie until like Christmas, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see when the movie will come out, but yeah, that was an interesting thing to put. All right, and then down to the next one. You put merch down here. What was your premise for putting that, I guess?
Well, your channel has gotten pretty big over the. I mean, you're not here. You just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I mean, you I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. It's like you guys got pretty popular fairly quickly. So what I'm wondering is if you had any plans for that, or if you said you were going to get this amount of subscribers, you would think about starting like, I don't know, getting some kind of merch for your channel or something.
Yeah, we do. I have really good plans for merch. And I'd love to sell it, and I have really creative designs and stuff. The only problem is I'm not fully sure we're big enough yet, because
yeah, I figured
we're still pretty small channel. So if the demand was really there, like right now, we would for sure make it. But if the demand isn't really super there, then we'd probably be looking at it more around 10,000 when we could actually get the merch shelf on YouTube and stuff. But if you guys are really interested in it right now, I definitely could. I'm completely open to it. We would just have to have enough people interested in it. But yeah, I definitely have, for sure in the future at some point we'll make it. And I have really good ideas for it, and I've already kind of started thinking about what I'd want to do for it. But yeah, I'm thinking it'll probably will be around maybe the 10,000 mark, unless the demand is really there earlier. But yeah, that's pretty much with that. And then the last thing in the deepest category, you had behind the scenes drama. What were you thinking with that one?
So when I was studying other people's iceberg charts, I don't think there's too much behind the scenes drama between you guys, but if there were, I don't know. It seems kind of interesting, and it's definitely in depth. Like it's a bit more personal, but yeah.
Well, actually, the funniest thing is there's not a lot of drama behind our channel, but I guess you could consider we have had a little bit between the filming crew, mostly with. For those of you that don't know, I'm sure most of you have noticed that Ninja, we introduced him with the thought we were going to make him a main character on the channel. But then I'm sure, as most of you have seen, I believe we've only used him in two videos, I think, other than the goals video where he was in it for like 10 seconds. And the reason for that is because the voice of Ninja is our little brother. And he's really young. He's 8 years old. And he can be difficult to film with. Like he always forgets his lines, and a lot of times he really stutters on lines, and it's just kind of hard to film with someone that young. So that's one of the main reasons that we kind of I guess moved away from using Ninja. And now we're in a bit of a problem because on our channel all the videos are canon, but we don't really want to use Ninja much anymore, but we can't just pretend he doesn't exist. So we're kind of trying to figure out what to do with that. So yeah, that's pretty much the closest thing to drama we've had on our channel. But
I mean, if you technically, I don't know, this might not be as good, but you might be able to just switch, like one of you do it. It would be noticeable, but it wouldn't be too bad. I don't know if you really need a Ninja.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation. We've trying to put a lot of thought into what to do with that. It's not just because of our little brother voicing him. It's
also just because people just don't like Ninja's character.
Yeah, like he's for sure my least favorite character on the channel. I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of appeal to him, really. He's just kind of, well, as you know, you did the top 10 characters, and I think he's the only character to not make the list. And I don't know. I understand that. He's kind of, I definitely say he's probably the least entertaining character. So just overall, I don't really love Ninja too much. So we do definitely want a kid character on our channel, because that way we can do things like school series and stuff, even though Cookie Monster and Blastoise are kids at heart. They obviously they can't, like, they're not in grade 1 anymore. They're 25. Actually, though, we did have an idea of them going back to school. We had the idea of Kermit. And guys, in the comments, let us know what you think of this idea. We had the idea that Kermit gets fed up with Blastoise and Cookie Monster and goes and tells them to get a job. But the only problem is when they go to get the job, the boss tells them that they can't be hired because they only have a kindergarten education. So then they go back to school and they're just completely idiots in like a grade 1 class and stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think of that idea?
Honestly, that sounds funny. Like imagining Cookie Monster and Blastoise in a room full of 6-year-olds and then just interacting with them being like their age.
Yeah, that was kind of our idea. It's kind of inspired by the movie Billy Madison, if you or anybody has ever seen that movie with Adam Sandler. But yeah, I think that'd be a really funny idea. So that's another reason we want to get a kid character. So I don't know what we'll do with Ninja. I guess if anybody in the comments has an idea what you think we should do with Ninja, let us know. We thought about killing him, but I don't know. We think that's kind of, I don't know. It doesn't really work that great with our channel to just have a a 9-year-old kid just die. That'd be kind of weird. But I don't know. Got to figure something out though. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much, well, that's every level of your iceberg. I don't want to go too much more in depth because we're gonna do it in a video. So I guess now we can kind of move on from that, and I guess is there anything you kind of wanted to talk to us about, or anything you want to bring up or ask us, or anything like that?
I feel like there was when I first thought about, like, when I first knew I was going to be on the stream, I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to ask you about your channel or whatever, but now I'm not sure. Just I guess just wondering. I know there are I can tell that there are 3 of you in the cast besides your little brother who plays Ninja. And I know you're there. I've heard another person in the room. Just wondering how many people are you know are there right now? How many of the?
Just 2 of us.
Okay.
The voice of Blastoise and the voice of Cookie Monster.
Yeah, those were the ones I heard.
Yeah. Yep. So the our brother that voices Kermit is not on the stream right now. But so I guess then we could do you have any like future video ideas or anything like that you wanted to bring up or anything like that, I guess?
I don't know. I'm just putting out there. I really like the Blastoise and Cookie Monster go to school idea. That sounds really funny. The chicken wings idea, I honestly don't see how that could turn into a movie, but I'm interested to find out how that would be a whole movie. Because that's what happens sometimes with movies. It's like you see an idea and then you don't think that could be a whole movie, but then it gets dragged out and then, you know. But yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. I guess with the chicken wings, I can go a bit more in depth. It's because there's so many jokes we want to put in it that it would at least be a half-hour video. But we decided we could probably turn it into a movie because, well, there's the whole setting up the plot, and then they go to find the chicken wings, and there's so many. We had the idea of them going to like a Walmart, and they're trying to buy chicken wings, but because they're idiots, they think that you have to be 21 to buy chicken wings. So then they get a fake ID, even though they're 25. And like they're just being completely dumb, and then like we had a ton of ideas like that to do with it, and then of course there's the whole party with them. They end up stealing chicken wings, and then the guys from the party get mad and like chase try to find them, and I don't know. We had a lot of ideas for the plot, and that's kind of why we thought we'd maybe turn it into a movie. But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, so I guess so you don't really have any video ideas then you want to bring up or anything like that?
I don't know. I'm usually better at thinking of them over time, and then if I think of a video idea, I might post it in the comments or something. But right now, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess then we can kind of talk about our next videos. So, obviously we have the Iceberg video coming up, where we'll completely go over your iceberg, and we also got 3 other ones that will also be in that video. And then after that, we will do the 1,000 subscriber special. So everybody watching, if you guys haven't already, go and post pranks you want the characters to do for the 1,000 sub special, because we haven't chosen what ones we're gonna do yet. So it's still open.
So is that just gonna be one video? The prank thing?
Yeah, it's gonna be one video, hopefully not too long, of basically a prank war using all the subscribers suggested pranks and stuff, and then we'll see who ends up winning the prank war and stuff. We'll try to make it as funny as we can. And yeah,
it seems like. All right, so can I? Would it be spoiling it for them if I revealed the teams? Because I know you did in another video, but is it okay if I talk?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, in case you guys don't know, the teams are Cookie Monster, Blastoise, Donkey Kong, and then Kermit, Mario, Luigi. And basically, I don't know. I can't see anyone on Kermit's team wanting to participate in the prank war. Like what I'd imagine it be is like Cookie Monster, Blastoise, and Donkey Kong are like plotting strategies. It's like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that, and then the other team just like doesn't care. They're just getting pranked. The only thing I could think of why they'd participate is revenge. Like they're fed up and they just want to, you know.
Yeah, that's basically it. We had the idea to start the video off with like Cookie and Blastoise are being their normal selves, and they do something like super bad that just like makes Kermit like super mad, and then basically from there they, out of anger, start pranking each other, and then they agree to have the prank war, and that's sort of how it goes from there. So yeah, I guess it is kind of revenge because, yeah, like you said, like Kermit or Mario or Luigi probably wouldn't go out of their way to just randomly prank Blastoise or Cookie or Donkey Kong. So yeah, we kind of think we're probably gonna go that approach, like the revenge type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems.
Yeah. And then I guess after the 1,000 subscriber special, we have the idea to we're gonna do a tobogganing video. That'll be one. We're going to do Cookie and Blastoise go to Toys R Us. We're still gonna do that video. We're just trying to we went to film that. That is actually the only video that we've ever tried to film and never completed it. And it was because we went to film that, and it was like a couple days before Christmas on a Saturday, and the store was just packed, so we couldn't film. But yeah, we're going to go film that video. So we have the toboggan, the Toys R Us video. We're currently working on a comic book video, which that one will be really cool just because we wanted to do that video because of a really cool filter we found on our editor. You'll see what it is when it comes out, but it's pretty cool editing, I would say.
I kind of have a picture of what that is. That's that does sound cool.
Yeah, like yeah, so that'll probably be our next video. We're working on that. And then I guess after that, what other videos did we have? Oh, and the Nerf War. That was a video that people wanted a while back, and we haven't got the chance to do it, but we're going to do it. And that video I'm really excited for because I think we can make it really funny, like it's a Nerf war, but then of course maybe we'll do it like some sort of like a kid's birthday party or something like that, where that's where the Nerf war is happening. And then Cookie and Blastoise, of course, are treating it like a real war. Like they run out of bullets in their gun, and then they like just hit a kid in the face with the the gun or something like that. Like we'll make it so they're taking it way too seriously.
They're
Oh
like
yeah, that's
big
good.
tunnels in the gym.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are mainly our videos that are planned for upcoming. So yeah. Oh, and yeah, I forgot. We also have plans to. This sort of ties into the ninja, where we have plans to add a new character, in the next couple videos. That is going to be a kid that may replace Ninja. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out how it works, but yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah, so I guess now we can, do you have any like questions you want to ask us or anything like sort of last minute things like that you wanted to bring up on the stream or anything?
I don't know. I guess just talking about the Toys R Us video where you go into the store and film. I'm just wondering if you feel weird like filming in public with plush.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Oh yeah, okay too.
The thing with Toys R Us is it's not like, for one, it's a really big store, and it's sort of like there's not really usually a lot of people in there unless it's like December, like before Christmas. So with that, I think we can pull off kind of discreetly filming, and that's the only reason we're gonna do it. But yeah, places like Walmart and stuff, that is super hard. Like we've only ever filmed one scene in Walmart, and that was just Kermit buying Cookie his pants that he thinks are Gucci. And yeah, but that was only like a 5-second clip. But yeah, I definitely relate. It is hard to film in public for sure.
Yeah. I live in America, so Toys R Us is closed here, and a lot of people were surprised it was still open in Canada. Um,
Yeah, it's still open here in Canada. So yeah, we still have it. So that's how we can do the video. So yeah, I guess that's cool. It's kind of, I was a bit worried back when it was going out of business. Like it definitely is kind of sad to see Toys R Us go out of business, but I guess luckily it lived on in Canada. But yeah.
yeah, it was sad.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Oh, are there So I know you mentioned something about some kind of new kid that might replace Ninja, or you're still trying to figure that out. Do you have any other plans for possible new characters?
Yeah, we do. So we have him. I guess I don't need to keep it a secret. It's Baby Wario. If you guys are super curious.
Baby Oreo?
Yeah. So obviously with him we're gonna introduce Wario also. And then after that we have plans to introduce, we have a custom character we're definitely gonna get, and he's super cool. I'm really excited to get him, and he'll be introduced for sure. And possibly he'll be probably a big part of our merch too. We have plans to sell him actually to you guys, because you'll see when he comes. He's really cool, and he's based off Nintendo. I don't want to give him away, but you guys will see when he comes. He's super exciting. And then other than that, that's pretty much it. We did have ideas to introduce Snorlax into the videos. But the plush of Snorlax was super expensive. It was like $250 or something because it's huge.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's really big. So we had plans to add that in, but we never ended up, we still haven't gotten that plush. But so yeah, that's pretty much mostly Wario, Baby Wario, and the custom plush. So yeah.
Let me see. All right, so I know you guys have talked about your favorite characters to play out of the ones that you do. I'm just wondering, do you guys have like a favorite character, like just from your characters?
That's a really hard question because I actually really like all of our characters, but
There are a lot of good ones, but
I would have to say it's definitely between Cookie and Blastoise. It's super hard to choose between them.
because they're the same person, it's
Yeah. I don't know. I would have to say I like Blastoise's voice better, but I also think Cookie Monsters can be uniquely funny just because of his face. Like Cookie Monster can do like facial expressions that just makes him sometimes look even dumber, which so sometimes Cookie Monster in certain situations can be funnier, but I don't know. I really like Blastoise too, so it's really hard to choose between those two.
Cookie Monster has the advantage with funny faces because he's a puppet, so he has a bigger variety.
Yeah.
Blastoise just has that one, like kind of dumb look on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why Cookie I feel like Cookie has more options for jokes and stuff because we can actually make jokes just out of how Cookie looks. Like in one of our old videos we had where it was in the Travis Scott burger where Blastoise left his burger on the counter and then just Cookie's face poking up from under the counter, like just stuff like that. Like we can't do that with Blastoise, so sometimes it's easier to do jokes with Cookie, but I don't know. I really like them both. It's kind of hard to choose.
And there are a few non-main characters that I really like Hank and Phil. I love some of the dumb Hank jokes. Like there's another dumb character who gets along with Cookie and Blastoise. Um, I also I don't I don't I'm not sure if this guy has a name. But the green dinosaur who keeps destroying the toilet.
Oh yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely funny to show up occasionally.
Yeah.
Another character I voiced that I like is like kind of the villain is I find that Lotso works as a good villain.
I kind of like Lotso.
Yeah, sometimes he can be funny, just getting mad at Mario for no reason when in reality it was Blastoise that ruined his life. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much all of our characters I like except for Ninja. And I don't hate Ninja. I feel like he's our weakest character for sure.
Yeah.
And I want to use Donkey Kong more. I feel like we've underused him. So actually, I forgot. One of our upcoming videos is actually going to be Donkey Kong's Fight Club, which that video will definitely be really funny too. Is basically, if you guys want to know the plot, it's essentially where I think I brought this up in maybe a last live stream or something, but it's basically where Donkey Kong needs money and he gets the idea to start like an illegal fight club in Kermit's basement, and it just gets out of hand. Like there's criminals showing up and it's just ridiculous. And yeah, so that video will be soon too. And if you guys have any ideas for Donkey Kong videos, comment, or Higworld if you have some, because we really we feel like we haven't used him enough, and I think he's a character that could be really good if we used him more.
Yeah, I can't think of too many ideas about him off the top of my head, but I'm sure he definitely has some potential, and he could be yeah, I think he could definitely be used more with a good video.
Yeah, for sure. I guess now we could. I guess the huge last point I wanted to bring up, I guess, was I guess we could it could be interesting to get your opinion on I guess the whole huge SML drama, I guess, going on right now with Nintendo and everything. Just out of curiosity, like, what is your take on the whole situation?
So I found out about it in pieces. Like first it was I don't know, I think first I noticed that Logan changed the names of his channels. Like he instead of Super Mario Logan, Super Luigi Logan, Super Bowser Logan, he just cut them all down to SML. And then I noticed he changed the title pictures just to the words SML, and then I didn't know why this was, but I figured he was screwed. And then I found out the drama behind it. It was an elite Instagram DM, and then he just explained it. So I don't know. I was a little worried at first, being a plush channel, especially because I use a lot of Mario characters. So I thought that Logan like put a bad name out to all Mario plush channels. Um, so I was a little worried, but the video you made kind of helped. I was a little less nervous about it, and now I don't think it's really a big deal. Except I know he wasn't happy about it, and he wants he. I don't know if he's saying this out of selfishness or if he really feels this way, but he said that he wants if Nintendo's going to do him like this, then he wants them to destroy all plush channels like that use Mario characters or something somewhat offensive like language or inappropriate stuff. But you know, no one else on YouTube who uses plush is insanely popular. Like I think he's the only channel with over 1 million subscribers, but he has combined almost 20 million. So he's like really big. And then the next biggest is a couple 100,000, but that's it. So
Yeah.
I think everyone else, if you guys are watching this and you make plush videos with Mario characters, you're probably fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of our opinion on it too. That's what I kind of brought up in my video. Like, I think it's more just Logan's poor choices kind of got him in that situation, and it's less so the fact he's using Nintendo. I think it's more, I don't even know if it's really because of him using the bad language and the offensive jokes and all that. I mean, it is because of that. But I don't think this would have happened if it wasn't for the whole Good Morning America type show, because that really brought a lot of controversy. That's sort of what started the huge controversy on his channel. And then that's probably where a bunch of parents of kids heard about him. And then that's probably what caused Nintendo to start getting all the calls and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's super specific to Logan, but yeah, so I guess we kind of agree on that.
Yeah, because I think it's mostly because of what he did in the past. And when I was younger when I started watching Logan, and a lot of the language and references I didn't understand, but I was just watching it anyway because he's using like these characters that are more directed towards kids, so it would attract the attention of kids. And then And then, my parents found out and they restricted me from watching him. And then I thought that like suddenly I wasn't allowed to be associated with like Mario plush or any plush or able to watch anything, but I was younger and I didn't understand the logic of it. But now I think it's mostly because of because he's so popular and what he did in the past got so much attention that it they felt the need to bring it up publicly.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, I think it's kind of funny how you mentioned. I guess that is true then, that Logan is the only plush tuber with over 1 million subscribers. I think he is. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think actually Tito Totter might be the second biggest, actually.
But then you look at his views and it's terrible.
Yeah, unless you count channels like Are You Super Serial, because they have like 2 million, but I don't know, they're kind of like a half plush channel.
Because they're all dedicated to puppets, but because it's like more vlogging type channel. But then again, Logan's is now just all puppets basically.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of funny. No other plush channel has ever been able to crack 1 million.
Yeah, like he is his combined 3 channels have almost 20 million, and then the other plush channels are like not even close. Like if Logan just quits YouTube right now and then the other plush tubers just start continuing to grow, I don't it's it would still take a long time for them to get to where he is right now.
Yeah, for sure.
But something else I feel like needs to be mentioned. I know that he had to switch, for some reasons, he had to switch his video quality, but everyone, SML 2020 and 2021, basically the new videos, a lot of people know that they're not quite as good as the old ones were, which he had to do this because he kept getting in trouble with YouTube. But he made some pretty good old SML videos that I really liked, and I know because of his language and there was a little violence and a lot of inappropriate stuff. He wasn't able to continue like this. So
yeah, actually, that's definitely. I don't really think that's an excuse for Logan, because I know a lot of his old videos from when he was living in his mom's house. Like, I remember one specifically, like Black Yoshi's Kool-Aid. And there were a lot of other ones too, but videos like that were really good, and they don't have any swears in them at all. So it's just Logan. I think it's pretty clear he's just making videos now for money at this point, and he doesn't really care about the content anymore. He's not motivated anymore. So I think that's pretty much why his quality went down. I think it's just a lack of him caring to make good content. And to him, it's now just more of, oh, I need money. I need to make a video. I need money. Like, I think that's kind of what's going on with it. But
Then again, it is his job, so.
yeah, I mean, I understand him needing money, but I don't think it's an excuse. Like, you can for sure make a good plush video without swearing. I mean, every other channel that's not Logan has been able to do it.
yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think Logan's failure and his downfall is completely his fault, in my opinion. I don't think I don't even think it's Nintendo's fault. I don't think it's YouTube's fault. I think, although I'm definitely not supporting YouTube, because they even to us have not been great, but Logan specifically, I think it's solely his fault for everything that's happened to him, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like if you're advised not to use language, some kind of language or inappropriateness in plush videos, that wouldn't change the entire quality, or shouldn't change the entire quality of the videos.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh no, YouTube is gonna keep doing this to me, and Nintendo doesn't want. So I don't know what to do about it. YouTube and Nintendo don't want me doing anything. So I'm just gonna continue to make videos. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think the problem Logan really had was he himself he built like the character of, like, for example, Jeffy is like the whole character was made on his like potty mouth and his like swearing and all of that. So then when YouTube takes that away, now Jeffy is not really funny anymore at all, if he even was to begin with.
I mean, old Jeffy was pretty funny.
So then, so then that's kind of the problem. I think Logan made his channel so dependent on all the offensive jokes and swearing that when it got taken away, like, it was hard for him to still make videos. But
yeah, I mean, there were also there were constantly these characters that he would make jokes about, like certain race or cultures. Like he would Jackie Chu, they would make I don't even know if he is Japanese, Chinese, or I don't know. And then they would also make fun of like basically people who are Jewish, or there were also these like cultural things. Sometimes they even made black jokes. It's just
yeah, like he has entire characters based on stuff like that. So
yeah, that's why all Jackie Chu does now is he's just the teacher.
yeah, like, I don't know. So if any of you guys are watching, that's rule number 1. Never make your characters character traits based on something that could get you in trouble. Because especially if you get big, that'll become a big problem.
Because back then it used to just be funny, but now apparently it's just more serious to people now.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all we really wanted to talk about. I guess we went over your Iceberg. We're getting close to an hour now, so I guess any last questions, things you want to say, anything like that before we wrap up the stream?
So is there, I don't know, is there a certain consistency on making your videos that you're trying to rely on right now? Like, I know we've probably been getting like one a week, and I don't know if that's what you're trying to do or if you're behind or something. But
yeah, so we always try to get at least one video out per week. But especially since 2 of us are in high school and stuff, it can be hard sometimes with school and sports and stuff to get videos out. But that's why we don't really have a set in stone schedule, because we just can't keep it.
yeah.
But yeah, overall we try to do at least one video a week. Our goal is 2, but a lot of times one video is kind of all we can get out. But yeah, it's mostly just random. It's mostly just we get out as many videos as we can. So if we get like a week off of school, then maybe we'll do like 3 or 4 videos in that week. But sometimes, like if it's like finals week and we have a lot of tests, we might not get any video out. So it just depends on the week, and we just try to do as many as we can.
Yeah, because I in the fall I was trying to keep a consistency of one video a week. I made some videos over the summer, and because I had a lot of time, I was doing 2 videos a week, and then I took a little break, and then I did one video a week, and that was going well. You know, school wasn't too bad, and then I tried to step it up to 2, but then just when I started doing that, you know, school became more of a problem. It was like it was getting busier, and it's been pretty busy lately. I've been trying to get one video out a week now, but I haven't always been able to do that. So I'm still, you know, trying to keep consistency as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we don't really have any set schedule. I mean, we're gonna try this week. We're gonna try to get that comic book video out, and maybe I'm thinking we're thinking about making the cookies therapy series 5 videos. So we've made 3. We have one more planned that deals with Subway. We'll film that. We'll probably film that this week and get that out this week also. And so yeah, this week maybe 2 videos. So yeah,
Cool.
kind of random, but we'll see. I know I don't actually, just out of curiosity, what was your opinion on the cookies therapy? Did you like that series, or do you like not really like those videos, or what was your opinion on?
I kind of like the series. You know, it's funny, and it's not one of those series where I'd expect it to go on for a long time, because it's like the videos, it's a nice little 5-minute video is what I'm trying to say. It's like something, if it goes on too long it gets kind of boring, but I like the way you guys have been doing that. Like, it's just a short video. Cookie Monster is very funny, and I love the way he talks to his therapist and the way that's been going. So it's not one of those that I'd expect to go on too long, but while it does, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're kind of worried about, it getting kind of boring and not really people liking it anymore. So we try to make every episode as funny as we can. So yeah, we'll definitely do this Subway one, which will be really funny. And then we'll probably do one more, maybe where he brings Kermit in with him to therapy. And then maybe we'll end it there. I don't know. We'll see. But so yeah, any last questions, or?
I think that might be it. If I think of anything else, I might post it in the comments. Maybe a video idea, maybe a question. But yeah. So I think.
All right. So yeah, thanks for coming on. As you might have seen, we got our community tab finally. So we'll link your channel on that, and the Iceberg video will come out soon. We'll fully go over your Iceberg, and so yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thank you for this. I liked being on your live stream and talking.
Yeah, no problem. So for all of you viewers, thanks for watching. If you're one of the people that also made an Iceberg, we'll eventually get to you on the live stream. It might take a little bit because it's kind of hard to get a lot of people on at once, but we'll figure it out. And so yeah, thanks for watching.